I've been playing a slightly different one than the ones I've been playing before. This one's like less based on, yeah, it's less based on Archmage combos and more, I don't know, something else. So let's see what I want against Warrior. Mirror image for sure, and then minions that don't die to Fire War Axe. So very likely, like Unstable Portal is really nice because you can play it and it doesn't die. Mad Scientist is really good. I didn't see the stream about the Wreckful thing. I didn't watch it. I needed to sleep.
Oh there. Ah, hello there.
I think it's more reasonable for me not to use the coin here, so I can do, because like if I coin out Mad Scientist, it'd basically just be playing on Unstable Portal in turn 2 against Fire War Axe. I don't think there's a big point in it. I could just play Mad Scientist and then play Sorcerer Apprentice and Unstable Portal. It's almost the same thing, except I get to save some mana. Let me save the coin. Ladder anxiety? I don't know. Honestly, you just have to get through it and play, because I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I definitely know it's a thing. I mean, it's not even new for Hearthstone. It's really common from StarCraft as well when I used to play, like ladder anxiety. I had to balance the value of killing Acolyte Pain immediately with the Frostbolt and like really messing up my curve. Okay, so it kind of pays off. He doesn't have the Cruel Taskmaster here, and he had Deathbite to kill my Sorcerer Apprentice anyways. Looks like this is Patron Warrior, it seems. I've been like extremely tired over the last 3 days. There's been like tournaments every morning. Like on today's what, Thursday, so on like Tuesday and Thursday I had like Star League and Wednesday at Archon Team League. I've been just like super tired because like end of season plus streaming in the evening, so it's like the whole day has been kind of locked up. It's been weird. I went after today this morning. Like the Star League match was super early in the morning, like 7 a.m. So it took. I didn't get much sleep, but then I just like went back to sleep. I had like finally like a long sleep, so finally feel rested. Okay, it looks like it's Grim Patron War, that's for sure. With the slam read, it looks like how he's playing. It seems like Patron War. This is really, really good for me. I got a slam with the counterspell, meaning he didn't get to cycle it, and he has only 3 cards. Grim Patron War plays awful on 3 cards.
The gates are open.
I would play Emperor, but I don't want to trade my Sorcerer Apprentice for the Armor Smith. It wasn't completely mandatory for me to Frostbolt it either, but it's okay to Frostbolt it. It's like a breakpoint for Deathbite if he has it, or Execute. Wow, that's painful for him. Maybe an Execute though. The Rag version is much better than the Archmage version in these situations where you don't have a lot of cards. I don't see him making a comeback just because he has so little cards as a Patron War. Nothing seems too great for him. I'm wondering if I should, I think go face. I have a Fireball as a finisher. Either way, I'm leaving out 1 Patron if I miss. So like things like Cruel Taskmaster are still gonna duplicate it.
My blade be thirsty.
Yeah, tons of StarCraft players have ladder anxiety. I know I had in StarCraft when I used to play. I don't really know. I never really got over it. I mean, never really felt perfect about it. So I'm gonna value my mana worm getting buffed over the 1 damage it's taking early. I mean, I'm not even sure. Like, I don't have that ladder anxiety in Hearthstone. It's always going to be a thing for some people. I don't know really about. I guess Echo should have more synergy with Mirror Image. So the only card I'm thinking about mulliganing is Sorcerer Apprentice. I guess I won't mulligan it because I have a curve here going from 2 to 3, and then I can play Sorcerer Apprentice in the mid game. Otherwise, if I do top deck Mirror Image, I can do Sorcerer Apprentice Mirror Image on turn 2, and then just go, like, have an insane hand. Because if I can actually stick Sorcerer Apprentice, then I can play all these really cheaply, Arcane Intellect and Portal. But I don't think I will play Sorcerer on turn 2. I think it's too weak to Fire Wax. Oh, that's really good. War has a really hard time dealing with Sunwalker. The Divine Shield tanks like a weapon charge. I don't even know how they deal with it on turn 3. And then if I can use the Sunwalker to protect my Sorcerer Apprentice, I can do this on turn 4. And then I'll stick the Sorcerer Apprentice. Maybe. I mean, it depends, but at least weapons won't kill it. If he wants to kill it, he'll have to shield slam it. I feel like it's more likely that this is Control Warrior than Patron. From what I've seen, Patron Warriors usually have more early game, so if they're missing early drops, it's slightly more likely to be Control Warrior, but still, you know, it could be anything.
Let the pain speak to me.
That's a pretty good one, because it kills some off my Divine Shield.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Justice shall
I feel like it's fairly well protected, the Sorcerer Apprentice. Hopefully it doesn't die. Or if it does, then he'll have to expend some amount of resources on it. That's non-negligible. So I played Mad Scientist instead of casting spells. Probably gonna just cast spells next turn. Oh, I've been really tired. Actually, this is the first time I felt rested in like 3 days. But I am kind of sleepy. I've been like sleeping all day after the morning tournament. Slam. Okay, Slam Execute probably. This is Patron Warrior then. This guy survives, and I can start snowballing minions. So now he has 1 weapon, I have 2 minions, potentially 3 or 4 next turn. Interesting. I don't think that goes very good actually here. Wait a minute. If I Echo here, I can play Sorcerer Apprentice number 2. No, but then still can't play AI. I could play Portal for free though. That seems okay. In fact, that's probably pretty good.
Someday I'll be just like you. My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
It looks like he might have Emperor, which is bad for me. One of the ways he can definitely win this game is to just Quinn Emperor this turn and then just threaten combos from there on. My board is pretty weak to Grim Patron combo, especially if I get out Mirror Entity from Mad Scientist. It doesn't really help the Mirror Entity because the War Song gets Mirror Entity and then it's just food for the Grim Patron combo.
What now?
Pass me that arc light spark.
Nice. So he had a coin, so he could have played Emperor if he had it. That's good for me that I didn't have Emperor. If he has to come on turn 8 instead of turn 6, let's say, it's gonna be probably too slow. Stroll first. I do want to kill this minion since it's threatening my minions. I can probably kill with arcane missiles here.
Interesting.
Not sure if that's the best actually. I mean, it might have been the missiles is better than the Frostbolt the more I think about it. I can get an extra ping off and I can trade the Blackwing for it as well. One thing is I kind of want to play Counterspell soon to stop. I don't really know what I'd be stopping. The Counterspell makes sense turn 7 more because it stops coin patron combo. The other spells I'm stopping are like cycle spells. But he has so many cards, I don't care about stopping his card draw right now. So I guess it's okay for me not to play the counterspell. Probably should have saved the Frostbolt though for face damage and used missiles to try to remove the Gnomish. I believe that's probably lethal here. 2, 4, 5, 6.
Well played. Well played. Let the games begin.
Kind of surprised to play a lot of Patron Warrior. I mean, it's the strongest deck, especially at ladder climbing. I've actually come to the conclusion that especially for ladder climbing, like at low ranks, Patron Warrior is by far the best deck. But still surprising to see it a lot. Patron Warrior is just really good against like non-top tier decks, and then when you get to like higher ratings, eventually it becomes like then it's better to play things like Control Warrior and Handlock, like decks that kind of counter the Patron Warrior. But at low ratings, they're not great decks. Gonna get sad if I get BGH'd here, but it has to be better than dropping Flamewaker. I mean, because no one keeps BGH, whereas they will keep Deathbite for coin Deathbite, and also it's a huge threat. I need to cash in on still Portal Valley as early as I can, because it reduces, it's like a 6 drop on turn 3. Oh, I just realized how much synergy this guy has with my deck if it doesn't get BGH'd or one shot, because spare parts go well with Flamewaker. Well, if he executes it, it's not that great for me. Still, I mean, it's still good, but I'm kind of weak to Deathbite. Against Deathbite, I will Frostbolt next turn. Also, could have like double Manor Frostbolt this turn against Deathbite, but that's a little bit more weird. Yeah, that's way better than Drake. Drake just dies and then the Deathbite kills the Mana Worm. I don't get to play a lot of spells on my Mana Worm turn, so... How much damage does Arcane Missiles? 5 damage. This Frostful is 5 damage because of the 2 Mana Worms. And the fact that the Mana Worms are still alive means that it's better than that. It's like better than a spell power because the Mana Worm is a more permanent threat. Like, he has to deal with bigger Mana Worms next turn too.
Charge forward.
I don't think it's worth it to freeze the Warsong Commander. Because I'm not scared of the Warsong Commander trade.
Armor made to
Let the pain speak to me.
This game is going to be hard.
Well played. My blade be thirsty.
At least there's no patrons, but the frothing's kind of bad news for me too. He doesn't have that many cards, so it's like there's some chance that he doesn't have another execute, which is kind of good for me for my Ragnaros. But at this point, there's so many minions and Armor Smith that even the Rag isn't going to really win the board, even uncontested. Okay, so if I ping Flame Cannon, I have 4 mana left over, and I can either Mirror Entity or AI. I think Mirror Entity is better there, so I'm going to do that. Another option I have is to Coolant his 16-2, but then I still can't play Rag. It would allow me to play like both Mirror and AI, but I don't think that's even smart at that point.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
I'm trying to protect my ghoul from exploding. I don't really want to explode my ghoul since it's a liability for me against his deck, potentially, so I froze the 2/4 so that he can't kill a ghoul. I think I've done streams where I only towered and brawl, but I don't know, it depends.
Checkmate. Well done.
This is very good against Hunter, but I think it's better going second than first, since I'm never going to turn 1 Arcane Missiles, and I do want to... And also, like, Mana Worm is so important to have against Hunter, because of the 1/3 beats all 2/1s and 1/1s. If I do Arcane Missiles, it'll be sometime around turn 3 at the earliest. I'm not sure if it's worth it to keep the Arcane Missiles to play potentially on turn 3, though. I think I need minions first, before keeping Arcane Missiles. Like, there's no way you win the game just trying to remove every minion with spells. You have to, like, have... That's how Tempo Mage works. You need to have, like, minions first, and then you prioritize spells. That's how you, like, build tempo. You use your spells to remove their minions after you have board control. Then you can do a lot of damage. Nine seven. I'd rather have something that inverted, like a 7/9.
This apple on your head.
Because 9/7 still dies to minions fairly easily this early. Like, he almost has enough to trade for it, and then he gets a 3/3 Finkel as well. It's definitely a problem for me. I will still play it as... If my hand is like this, I'll definitely play it over AI, though, that's for sure. And over Mirror Entity. It's just not great, that's for sure. We're really hoping it doesn't have, like, a Hunter's Mark here. Kill command, yeah, that should work too. Although with this play, it's probably gonna go. I don't know, actually. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Probably because that's freezing trap, so he's just gonna isolate it with the freezing trap. I think I'm just gonna keep this here. I don't really want to block the trap, freezing trap. Second one should be, I don't know, snake trap or explosive, but I'm gonna see if I can just like try to use something else here. It kind of makes sense to attack first in case it's explosive, but I'm just not gonna attack for a long time. So, and I have the mirror image down, mirror entity, meaning anytime he plays a minion, I can very likely use his minion to proc the trap. I can also just sit here and use Rag to win the game or something. It's getting more and more risky to unleash the hounds though, as I develop my board. Especially mirror entities or mirror images, since they don't actually kill the hounds when they trade. Like say he makes 4 hounds, he can just kill them for free. It's still gonna be annoying for me.
Get in there and fight, maggot. Get in there and fight, maggot.
So even here, I can use abusive. I'll probably go face with abusive, since
Suffer my wrath.
I'm gonna proc explosive anyways, no matter what, right? So I might as well go face. I don't want to proc snake trap at all. Okay, that's a pretty good result. Now I just need to play... Actually, Rag is faster. I'm gonna play this first. Where a mouse go? Freeze this weapon. Let's see. That should be lethal no matter what trap, right? Because I have 9 damage from these 2 minions. I really like Spellbender, actually. It's like one of my favorite secrets, but I was never able to use Spellbender because I was like using it in like control mages before, like grinder mage and stuff like that, but to protect minions, important minions, and not counterspell trash like coin. The problem is Paladin, in particular, they have 0 spells that target a minion, so I was never able to feel comfortable about using it. Not unless they're in humility, which is kind of doubtful.
I'll show them all.
I guess I was talking about when I was playing the deck before. Blessing of Kings was like non-existent. I've never seen that card when I used to play Spellbender. Now Blessing of Kings is kind of common, but I still wouldn't say it's super common. Since I played a minion heavy start, I'm playing this Bender because I'm just keeping up the tempo over AI here. Like and he had, like played a weak 3-drop with Fan Knives, not a super strong 3-drop. It's like a cycle kind of thing. So I wish I could cast more spells with my mana better. I can't leave up Earthen Ring, and AI has a 0% chance of killing Earthen Ring. I guess if I draw Arcane Missiles or something, seems like it's better for me now that I got Counterspell instead of Mirror, because now he can't eviscerate this guy. Although if he has, I don't know, 2 spells here. I should probably play Mirror Entity now. That's pretty tempting too. I'm gonna play Mirror anyways. So many potential minions coming out here. He's already used Blood Mage, so not like a really bad minion anymore. I can combo the next Flamewaker with AI next turn.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I'm gonna throw him down as bait. It's better for that to die than Flamewaker, and this is still a must-kill minion, especially with Echo. Like I can Echo stuff if it comes down to it. This is gonna be a Blood Flurry here. It's gonna be pretty good. He gets both my minions here. Normally I'm not really hesitant to play Emperor in this kind of situation, but Flamewaker Fireball sounds really good.
Interesting.
1, 2. Yeah, I don't have that many spells. Emperor's not that good as far as my hand goes. It's not bad either, but I'm playing for board control though.
This guy's
Instead of face damage with that Fireball. Because of Rag, I need to win board for Rag to be good. It's probably the worst one. Either way, that's not that bad. Penguin Seller, thanks for subbing. Welcome to the StrifeCro. Crowfist. Looking kind of bad for me. It was actually a pretty big difference. I thought they're almost all the same, but he needed the spell damage a lot from the Azure Drake, and going face obviously would have been really good as well. Put him at 2. It almost makes some sense to Arcane Missiles this turn, because it almost seems like I want Arcane Missiles the face right now instead of anything else, so when he plays other minions it'll be worse. But still, I'm reducing the mana to 0, and I have this Drake for spell power, so I don't know. Portal is really good, and this is really good. It's coming down to a value game as we both run out of cards. If I can echo some stuff, I mean, I'm assuming my board's gonna die, but I'm talking about next turn because I have like a free portal plus if I draw a minion. Echo Dr. Boom. That's actually a combo now that it's discounted so much. He's actually gonna run out of cards, I think. Maybe. Depends on that second sprint. This draw is going to be really important. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Put your faith in the light.
Problem with Sap in 2 tier is not that useful, but if he doesn't have Sap, he's dead, I think. Alright, because I'm gonna lose on tempo. If he, actually, maybe I can play the Tyrion just anyways, like Saps, and I play it again. I don't know. I still see myself losing this game a decent amount of the time. Hopefully it doesn't have Sap. He's drawn almost his whole deck, though. It's unlikely it doesn't have second one. Oh, it doesn't have second one. Or maybe he just only runs one Sap. I don't know. That seems unlikely, but it's... who knows. Tyrion, Blood Imp, and Echo. I wonder if anyone else has ever played that.